This episode is brought to you by Only the Real Entertainment and Media Den Productions.
Bruh,
Wow.
this is just craziness, bruh. Luka Doncic got traded to the Lakers along with Maxi Kleber and Markieff Morris for Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and a first round pick.
And bye-bye Jalen Hood-Schifino.
And bye-bye Jalen Hood-Schifino to Utah. But my thing is, how else am I supposed to feel?
Sensational. Great. You got somebody who's 6 years younger, who just made the All-NBA team last season, who just got a scoring title while averaging 9.8 assists and 9.1 rebounds while going to the NBA Finals, while being a global superstar. Do I need to keep going? While being signed to the Jordan brand, while being in LA, while being connected? Do I need to keep going? Or no? Let me know when you're ready for me to stop.
This is the problem that I have, right? Okay. So my brain has been trying to process all this as much as it could.
Okay.
And I am nowhere close to complete with processing. I don't even think I'm close to 50% processed, right? But my brain has gone to like certain type of levels where, you know, technically like I'm reasoning with certain things, but I'm also worried about certain things. So let's get into the pros and cons of
Let's
both, right?
Let's do it.
Let's start with the Lakers because this is like
This is the passing
crazy.
of the baton. You go from George McCann to Jerry West to Kareem to Magic to Shaq and Kobe to just Kobe to LeBron and then Luka. One thing about it, Lakers gonna keep them a superstar no matter what.
That boy went all the way back to George Mike, and that's kind of crazy.
I'm just saying.
But
it's a lot of retired jerseys.
Here's my thing, right?
It's a lot of retired jerseys, nigga.
What do you see is the pros? Let's start with the pros for the Lakers. What is the pro with having Luka on the squad?
My name is LeBron James. I will be retiring from the NBA next season. Oh my God, we're retiring. Let's go out and look for a superstar. Oh, wait a minute. We got one at the crib. Yeah, we got superstar at home. He's 77. 5-time All-NBA first team guy. Yeah, that guy. We got him at the crib. Cool. Damn, I ain't gonna lie. I'm Braun. You feel me? I want to stretch my legs. Yeah, Luka, you got it tonight, bro. Yeah, go ahead and get you a triple double. I'm finna go cool it over here. Make sure my legs is fresh for the postseason. Let me go move around somewhere. Bomb. I ain't gonna lie, Luka. I don't really got it tonight. I feel like passing the ball and rebounding, but my shot really not falling. Let me just pocket. Oh, I'm a 40% 3-point shooter now. Yeah. Hey, pass that over here. Let me get that. Do I need to keep going for the... It's a lot of pros, brother. Now, the cons is very simple. It's just size. Size and shot blocking, which is a hole that Anthony Davis eloquently filled. Well, I'm not going to, take a dump on Anthony Davis. But this is Luka Doncic. This is a top 3, top 4 player. And you're going to give him access to LeBron James, who's the best shaped 40-year-old I've ever seen in my life without steroids. The best shaped 40-year-old. And you're going to give him... Who's Luka's favorite player growing up? Parallels, huh? You don't say. So, y'all did all of this in Dallas, tried to get him in shape. Y'all ducked him out $116 million at least because they didn't even factor in state taxes that he has to pay now in California. So y'all made him essentially lose over $150 million. This is the first time in Luka Doncic's entire life where he's literally counted out. He was a champion in Europe. He just got to the NBA Finals, and y'all literally decks him out of $150 million. And y'all send him to his childhood hero, who has a $5 million regimen. And everybody's whole spiel about Luka has been two things: his defense and his conditioning. And who better to teach him than somebody who played with him in JJ Redick and his childhood hero? I digress.
I okay. So essentially, what you're saying is LeBron has somebody who he can rely on to really start snapping if they need to, and he can fade out. Fair. Where do the Lakers go from here now that they have solved their, I guess, the replacement concerns with LeBron? Knowing that they're trying to build an identity where they defend well, especially as a team, and shoot well. How do they get to that identity now that they're losing literally the engine to their defense?
Do you think the Cleveland Cavaliers was a great team when LeBron and Kyrie and Kevin Love was on it?
I think that they were great and also essentially in their prime.
Okay. The Laker team has some dogs defensively. I think that was an excellent defensive team and probably his best. But the Cleveland Cavaliers in 2016, they outskilled everybody. Kyrie wasn't sitting down. Their point of attack defender was J.R. Smith. J.R. Smith and Iman Shumpert. Those were their 2 point of attack defenders, Cam. You're not about to sit up here and tell me that they were sitting down. Who was their shot blocker? LeBron?
Tristan.
Who? Tristan Thompson, bro. I put it on everything that I don't think he averaged more than 2 blocks a game.
But dog, LeBron was at the peak of his powers then.
Okay, keep going.
And them boys was younger.
Okay. You keep using young like LeBron is not having an excellent
No,
season.
I'm not talking about Bron's age. I'm talking about everybody else's age. Granted, Austin
How old is DFS?
DFS
He's 27?
Nah,
28
DFS
maybe?
is like 30.
Okay, that's still young by NBA standards.
Yeah.
You don't get old until you hit the 3-3.
Right.
Then that's when the old is tagged on you.
But the Lakers were already looking for a backup center to not only back up AD, but play next to him.
Mm-hmm.
So now that search has to change. Because now you have to look for a primary center now.
Okay.
That can give up as much production as AD did on both sides of the floor, and hopefully upgrade in terms of availability, which AD has worked very hard to, be.
Can I interest you in a package from the Chicago Bulls with Lonzo Ball, who already was a Laker, with Vucevic, who could give you a double-double, with Patrick Williams, who is a stout defender? Can I interest you in that? Rui, buy. Austin, buy. Picks, buy.
So are you telling me Luka and Lonzo are supposed to be playing side by side?
They can, yeah. At worst, bring him off the bench. He can still. At worst, you can take the ball away from Lonzo. He does not require it because he is a 40+% 3-point shooter, and still, with a bad knee, is a good defender.
I kind of like that, but Vooch ain't really that great defensively.
And he's ass defensively, but remember what I just said. Who was their shot blocker in 26? Nobody.
But Tristan Thompson,
there was no shot blocker.
But Tristan Thompson he wasn't a hoe. Like, he can give you production on both sides of the ball.
He was a good rebounder, brother.
He was a good rebounder. He was tough. He played with a lot of energy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He wasn't trailing every play.
No.
Vucevic, huge trailer.
Okay.
Really good offensively. Gets pretty fried in both the regular and the postseason. Defensively, literally gets targeted.
Okay.
Shooting actually goes down a bit as well at that time.
Okay. Can you
And
tell
is
me which
older.
player that he played against that's
And is
LeBron
older.
or Luka? Can you tell me which player he played with that's LeBron or Luka?
None. I mean, the closest is probably what? Lonzo? But still, like, bruh, come on now, dog.
You see what I'm. It's so many ways you can break down there. You just got the cheapest price on the purest Coke ever.
No, facts.
And
I
you're
know.
you're complaining about the money. Don't worry about
No.
You got the A1 Perico.
No. I'm not complaining about the money. I just want to know what happens after. Because now, and this is where we get into the pros with the Mavs. You send AD and Max over there. Obviously, the Mavs are building that identity to be a defensive team as well.
A defensive team, yes.
I mean, Jason Kidd has been those coaches that emphasize that forever. You know what I'm saying?
Yep,
so
since his Nets days, facts.
Right, so now you have Kyrie who's starting now. Now he's essentially like your top guy.
Yeah, the actual point guard, yep.
Maybe push come to shove, you'll have like Spencer Dinwiddie next to him. I think that truthfully, I think that Max Christie probably ends up taking that spot at some point because he's been playing phenomenal. And
that's a fact.
And honestly, defensively, I think he's better than Spencer. So with that said, you're going to have Anthony Davis starting at the 4 next to Daniel Gafford with Kyrie Irving and Max Christie in the backcourt with
PJ.
Clay, with either PJ or Clay. It will probably be Clay.
I would not bring PJ off the bench, but I guess
feel that.
Saving face.
I feel that. But yes, it would be saving face, but also the story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Kyrie and Clay have been, battling each other at some point in the finals. You got AD that won the finals along with LeBron just like Kyrie did.
Mm-hmm.
And now they all getting together?
Yep.
I can see J. Kidd starting Clay. But even if he didn't start Clay, you're putting AD in a situation where now he's playing with not even the Twin Towers. He's playing with the Triple Towers.
Yeah, 6'10", 7 foot, legit.
You know what I mean?
And he's 6'10" himself.
And he's a roamer. Like at that point now he can actually play with centers that really clean glass, that really is athletic, that will really get up there with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Both of them. Both.
So the way how I look at it is the cons, obviously you lose a franchise player in Luka. Right?
Buddy down the street.
Like you lose that. You know what I'm saying? But you get even stronger in the front court to allow everybody to kind of just do their thing in the backcourt. But honestly, like it's one of those things where it's like,
it's a huge if for the Dallas Mavericks.
What's
not ability, but it has the word ability in it. It's called availability. Can you pull up Kyrie Irving's injury history? Can you also pull up Anthony Davis's injury history? Can you also pull up Klay Thompson's injury history? Even PJ has had a couple nicks and dimes. If you're going to say, really, they're going to be 100% healthy by the time April and May comes around, I agree with everything that you said. If you're asking me to bank on their health given their history, I don't know. I don't know if that's something that I would do. I don't know if I would go to the bookie or the sports book and say, hey, I'm willing to bet that all of these people with these lengthy injury histories are going to be 100% healthy. I don't know. I can't say that for certain. What I will say is for the Dallas Mavericks, where's your playmaking going to come from? Are you expecting a Kyrie Irving who's 33 years of age to basically change up his game and become a prime playmaker when he's never been that his entire career? He's a scorer. Let him be a scorer. All right, now where does that leave AD? You're not getting the same lob looks. Granted, you could go get it off the bounce. You could go get it off the high post. But now I can basically kind of lean off of Gafford. I can lean off of Lively because I don't know if I'm gonna get killed off those lobs because Luka's no longer there. So it's kind of tricky.
But that's not to say that they really lost that playmaking like that.
They did. They lost 10 assists a game.
True.
Where is it gonna come from? Who's gonna replace 10 assists a game? Are you busting it down? But see, because Clay is not gonna swing that rock and throw lobs. That's not his game, and never has been, even when he was in his peak. That is not Kyrie's game either. Who are you banking on? PJ Washington to be a point forward? Is that what we're doing?
But, bro, my brain is so flatlined right now.
Think basketball, bro. We thinking basketball. We thinking basketball terms.
I'm just
where's that gonna come from? That's all I'm saying.
That's true.
Where's the playmaking gonna come from? And their injury history is the only two questions I have.
That's true. I'm also thinking, do they have enough to make another move where they can probably add someone that can give them that type of playmaking? Like if it's gotten to this point, do they have enough in asset-wise where they can possibly give up something for, let's just say, Alonzo Ball?
And put Kyrie back at the 2?
Yeah, you can put Kyrie, yeah.
Yeah. That'll answer my question. But you said Lonzo Ball. Remember what I just said about injury history?
That's true, but he's been pretty all right.
He's been pretty all right until it comes. You got to play April and May, and he hasn't played April and May since he's been in. You know what I'm saying, in Chicago. That's going back to his New Orleans days, pre-COVID, when he actually played meaningful playoff basketball, and that's asking a lot out of a body of somebody who just came back from injury that had him out for multiple seasons.
What the heck?
You see what I'm getting at?
What is going on right now?
Yeah, bro. This is a lot. This is a lot.
So I'm saying, I mean, there's plenty of center options for the Lakers. Well, I wouldn't say plenty, but there's definitely a few now. And we was talking about this earlier. I presented this, so I'll take full responsibility for this one. At this point, you got Luka Doncic. At this point, you might as well just go hard or go home, right? Like, for a center, go hard or go home. By the time that LeBron retires, you're gonna have a bunch of cap space to work with. So go hard or go home.
Probably. Yeah.
Honestly,
I
love you, Austin, but is there a way where you can give up some of these pieces to go and get Domantas Sabonis and Keon Ellis from the Kings?
Oh, you are cooking.
If you can get a defensive guard in the backcourt with Luka, which would be Keon Ellis. I love Keon Ellis' game. You get Keon Ellis and you get Domantas Sabonis. You give up that other pick and you give up Gabe Vincent, Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, and let's just say another filler. Let's just say, I don't know, that Christian Wood contract that they can easily wave off.
Yeah.
Now you have a
greedy.
You have a starting lineup of Luka,
crazy,
Ellis,
crazy,
DFS,
crazy,
Bron,
crazy,
Sabonis.
Yo,
on the bench, you have Kleber on the bench. You have Vando on the bench.
Yup.
You'll have, who else will be there? Cam will still be there. Shake would still be there.
Yeah, Shake has been giving them some solid minutes.
Well,
Dalton
Connect would be there. Gabe will be
That's
gone.
okay. That's okay.
You still got to fill that out though.
Buyout market, baby.
No, but
Buyout market. Yeah, go give me a backup PG.
The CBA makes it kind of harder because now if you are above any apron for that matter, like you got to get below the apron on the first to be able to get certain people in the buyout. See what I'm saying?
About that.
So, for instance, Lonzo Ball is making $23 million.
Yep.
If he was to get bought out by Chicago, he can't sign with teams that are above the first apron because he makes more than the taxpayer mid-level, which is like, I think this season is like $12.3 million.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? So he would have to go to a team that is like below the first apron.
Yeah.
Because legally they'd be able to absorb how much he was already getting paid. Same thing with Bruce Brown.
Okay.
So I've always thought to myself, is this like is the Lakers like waiting for or trying to strategize a chance to be able to get a good trade that they want while also staying below these aprons so they can entertain the buyout market? Possibly. But now with Luka, it's like this has to say something, right?
Get greedy, man. I say get greedy. Go for it. Bron 40. He just dropped the triple-double. He's still in top shape. Luka, you're going to be Luka, bro. you hooped under way crazier circumstances in Europe. I want everybody to say, I've said this multiple times, and I'm going to keep saying it as somebody, even though I was born here, my entire family comes from Haiti, which is the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere. The trenches that y'all are complaining about in America is nothing like the trenches in Europe. Mm-hmm. Nothing like it. It's not close. So you're telling me you're bringing me to LA and a few states down in Texas, these niggas just traded me and I'm playing next to the GOAT, the guy that I grew up on. You think I'm not about to cook? Man, I averaged 34 for less. Yeah, I averaged 30. You think I'm not about to cook? Man, hand me this pot and watch me see what it do. Yeah, go ahead and get greedy, Rob. At this point, you got to make a run for it. OKC is OKC, but this is the same OKC that lost to Dallas 3 times this season. They're going to be very, very tough to beat. They can easily make the finals, and they can also not make it. Get greedy. Why not? We here. You know when you out and you had errands to run and you thought about going to the crib to lay down and you're like, nah, let me just handle it while I'm out. That's what you do. Handle it while you out. You already done got the top 3, top 4 player. You already got the GOAT right here. Yeah, go ahead and get me Sabonis and Keon Ellis. Send that in. And we can worry about everything else later, bro.
We've been hearing about conditioning issues as maybe one of the reasons why Dallas was so eager to trade Luka. What do you think about that with the Lakers?
I think he can get into shape, bro. I don't know if people have been really watching the Laker games. First of all, Bron is in excellent shape. Second of all, JJ Redick is still in solid shape. He's not in basketball shape, but he's in solid shape for a 40-plus-year-old man, as well as a young coaching staff. It could get done. And no disrespect to LA, you have more say in this because you've been to LA multiple times. The food in Dallas is very different than the food in LA. But these are millionaires, right? So I mean, they could get a chef right there, cook up whatever they need to cook up. And I'm sure LeBron will be looking over him, making sure he needs to do what he needs to do. I'm sure of it. He didn't have no OG like LeBron when he was in the Dallas Mavericks. He was the OG at that point. No disrespect to Kyrie, but Kyrie's Kyrie. You know, he's the Zen guy. He wants everybody to get together. LeBron will tell you, yo, bro, this is what we need to do, X, Y, and Z. Let's capitalize. And he will fully embrace that big bro role. And Luka will listen. Luka will also listen to a teammate of his in JJ Redick that he respects. He went on this podcast prior to him even, trying to be a head coach. They're very cool from what I've seen on camera. his conditioning will be where it needs to be. I don't know if it will be where it needs to be this season. I think you got to give him an off season. By November, I think he will be in tip top shape.
Who won the trade?
Oh, you're crashing. You're crashing. I know I said this to you earlier. I know people want to hear it. It's the Lakers, bro. Y'all are gonna sit up here and tell it's AD. AD is amazing. He's a top 10, top 12 player, and he's 31 with a lengthy injury history. Granted, he's a champion of the top 75 player. I'm not about to sit up here and play with AD. Everybody on this pod knows how I feel about AD. I crashed out literally last week for AD. But this is Luka Doncic we're talking about. Yeah, his belt is so worn out at age 25, it's ridiculous. He has been putting belt to ass in Europe, over here. It don't matter. It's Luka Doncic. You have somebody who's 25, bro. 25, bro. And at the age of 25, he has 5 first team All NBAs, bro. This is how ridiculously good. I also saw something very important. This is the first time in NBA history where 2 All NBA players were traded midseason. That is ridiculous. But it's the Lakers, man. Lakers are going to be set for years to come. They gotten young. They got their global superstar. It's Luka Doncic, Mr. 30-point, damn near triple-double every year. Wake up out my sleep and do it. It's Luka. He got the business. Genie is happy. The global shit that you're talking about with Rui, it's covered all that and more with Luka Doncic. This is an entire continent being represented through a man who's putting belt to ass to a predominantly black dominated. He's putting belt to asses. It's the Lakers. I know you trying to wrap your head. It's the Lakers. It's Luka. I love AD. It's Luka.
We'll see how this goes. We definitely got to double back on this pod. We've been kind of caught up with certain technicalities, so we've been trying to fix that to get the pod actually running even more efficiently and effectively. But we found a way this time. We're gonna keep pushing to make sure that we have the technicalities in order. But we appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe where you hear and or see the pod. Follow us on social media at @MediaDen_, at YoungRilla, at RealHoops_. Remember, keep things real, and we'll talk next time. We got to this time. Peace.
It's YoungRilla, baby.